we?
Shana Tova. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor. I am an impatient optimist. I believe that things can change for the better, and I'm impatient to get right to work on them. I also believe in keeping your eye on the prize. What does that mean? It means keeping focused on a positive result without being distracted by problems and setbacks. It calls for a fairly high tolerance for ambiguity, for uncertainties, and a willingness, determination to work through them. For over 30 years, I owned a business that provided training and consulting to corporations, some of the largest in the world, and not-for-profits and government entities. Specifically, I worked with internal auditors. Internal auditors are the watchdogs in their organizations. In government, they're called inspectors general. My training and consulting help them better communicate their missions and their results. These watchdogs reinforced my eye on the prize, impatient optimism. I learned from them how essential it is to work steadily as a team to achieve a goal. I also learned how to maintain integrity in the face of obstacles and obstruction. And in some cases, I learned about courage. This past July, I became Temple Concord's president, stepping in to fill Ken Steiger's term. In the spirit of impatient optimism, I didn't think about this in terms of a year or 12 months, but rather in terms of 52 weeks. If you're impatient, it helps to have a time frame. I've made a commitment that in these 52 weeks, I will help to get us from here to there. From the sale of our building, through its completion, to our move to temporary quarters on Kimber Road, where we will share space with Temple Adath Yeshurun, to a path forward to envisioning a new home for Temple Concord. And if you, like me, are an impatient optimist, you know, of course, that you don't get anywhere alone. What a team we have. In addition to our all-in officers and trustees, we have precisely the dedicated and creative clergy and staff that we need. In fact, in these extraordinary pandemic times, they have shown us just how exceptional they are. Moreover, literally dozens of Temple volunteers are engaged in getting us from here to there. The steering committee has taken on the heavy lift, namely the details of the sale and the relationships with the developer and the city of Syracuse. The dedication of these folks is a testament to their commitment to the future of Temple Concord. Moreover, there are dozens of folks involved in the Transition Location Committee, which is a subcommittee of the steering committee. These folks are literally cataloging everything inside and outside our building. They're doing so with care. They're recording and noting. They're handling everything so that nothing is lost and nothing is mishandled. They are helping decide what will go with us to Kimber Road, what will go into storage, and for some things, what we will sell or dispose of as no longer of use to us. I want to thank every one of these folks who, like me, have their eyes on the prize. I am inspired by you, and generations to come will look back with gratitude at all you are doing. But I must take a moment to caution us all about what I call impatient pessimists. Pessimists emerge in any endeavor, and frankly, they're essential. They help us as a counterweight to unrealistic optimism. They too are seeking a solution. But impatient pessimists need an immediate solution, and in their urgency to reach a solution, unfortunately, they sometimes deny the possibility of a positive result. They may even obstruct progress. I'm going to suggest that if we encounter impatient pessimists going forward, let's help them to be a little bit more optimistic. I'm inviting you all to keep your eyes on the prize. So, here's the High Holy Day pitch you've been waiting for. First, let me say that we've made good financial progress in addressing deficits. Our lay leadership, officers, and trustees have worked with Temple clergy and staff to substantially reduce the annual deficit. Specifically, the 2020-2021 deficit has been reduced by almost 40%. How did we do this? We had to eliminate one staff position. We made cuts in every possible way that we could. And we've raised additional revenue. You may notice that we have been able to lease out almost the entire Temple parking lot to Syracuse University students. And the budget also anticipates interest based on the sale proceeds from the building. In this spirit, leadership is firmly committed to a balanced budget within 3 years. But clergy, leadership, and staff can't get there alone either. For one thing, your sustaining annual membership dues are, of course, central to reaching a balanced budget. And each year, our congregation's High Holy Day appeal, called the Tree of Life campaign, is the other key part of your commitment to Temple Concord. I hope you've already seen in Temple emails and regular mail that this year's Tree of Life campaign has a terrific incentive for donating generously. 100% of the officers and trustees, along with some previous high donors to the Tree of Life campaign, have donated more than $20,000 to create a matching challenge. Here's how it works. If you increase what you contributed to the campaign last year, the board will match the amount of your increase, effectively doubling your increase. And if you haven't contributed in the past, the contribution will be tripled. That's right. We are challenging you to increase your donation. We'll double the increase and we'll triple donations from first-time donors. What a chance to multiply your eye on the prize support for Temple. Please don't let this matching challenge go by. I know you're here today because of what these High Holy Days mean to you. I believe that Temple Concord likely has that breadth and depth of meaning, as it does for me. I encourage you then to be an impatient optimist, to keep your eye on the prize that is the future of Temple Concord. Please join me in showing that commitment through your due support and your support of the Tree of Life campaign. Thank you. Shana Tova.
Thank you, Sally, and Shana Tova to you. And now we turn to page 20, and we invite all to rise in body or spirit. Thankfully, we are in a period of asking for forgiveness, so forgive me for my mistake. I promise you this won't be the last Zoom flub that I have over the next 2 weeks.
Or that I have. And see, usually when we're in the same